All right, Baltimore Mike coming to you from the kitchen with something a little different. We got a Notropic from Dark Labs, Adrenaline. It's version 2. I did not have version 1. I don't take Nootropics very often. I've only had like 2 or 3 ever. Pre-workouts, high stem ones, I've had like 40, 50. I don't even know. I started this about 7 years ago, getting into this high stem thing. Which is the why take a nootropic. So as you can see, I've had some of the monsters. Oh, look at this. Undead King's almost done. I'm down to like I think I got one last one. And I still got whole tubs of some other heavy hitters. But anyway, going traveling, it's summer. We're all traveling. Went to Chicago. It was a 12-hour drive. I brought this with me to stay awake. I brought that up in another video. I was dabbing at it and did a little bit of a dry scooping. But that's a pain in the ass. Our next trip is we're going to Paris, France. We booked it on a discount airline, so we have room is a premium. We do not have a shitload of fucking space. I got like a carry-on bag and a backpack. So rather than bring a big tub, which I'm gonna have to fucking I need a shaker and water and shit, or I'm gonna be dry scooping, I decided to go the route of the nootropics. And I went with Dark Labs because Dark Labs is always killer. Why not? So that was pretty easy. If you look at the ingredients, the things that, so let me say something real quick. Pre-workouts, nootropics, and fat burners, especially if it's from the same company, they have very similar shit in them. They're all very similar, like seriously. So what you won't have in this is the beta-alanine, citrulline pump stuff going on. But I thought this was fine. You do have alpha yohimbine, which is going to be the sweat. So I have taken this, and I did sweat. I sweated like a fucking maniac. I took it a couple times. And so remember, I'm not taking it going to the gym. I guess you could do that. I mean, you know, you're certainly going to get some energy and stuff, but it's not a full gym experience. I like it. Like if I got to drive and I got to stay awake, or when I'm going to be in Paris, I'm going to be like, I want to have good energy and stuff. It's not gym energy. I'll probably just do push-ups in the room. I doubt there's going to be many gyms there. If anyone's been to Paris, I looked it up. I could not find any like legitimate gyms, like no like gold style franchises. They look like all little small fucking trendy things. Looks like they're not into it. Back to this. It's got 300 milligrams of caffeine. All right. One pill, one serving. So that's what's going on. I'm going to talk about real quick. Caffeine, I just looked it up for the video. According to the FDA, and I think I can put the little screenshot here, you are only supposed to have up to 400 milligrams of caffeine a day. 400 milligrams. 4 cups of coffee, roughly. One pill is 300. I never knew it was that low. I mean, I crank off minimum 700 to 800 milligrams of caffeine a day between, I drink a lot of coffee, and then I always have like a pretty serious pre-workout. Now, we know some of the pre-workouts like Hooligan could have 600 milligrams, maybe even a little more, just in one serving. Right? Now, if you do 2 pill this, you're going up to 600 milligrams of caffeine. Boom, one sitting. But we are stem junkies. That's what we do, right? Like that's what this whole fucking thing's about. We push the limits and stuff. But I had no fucking idea that the FDA, 4 cups of coffee. You go beyond 5. It's a 5 cups of coffee. You're pushing. You're out of bounds on like health. Whatever. That's why TJ has the FDA approved proof bunker. A story about, again, another reason to take these. When we went to Florida, like family trip, drive into Florida, like a 12-hour ride. I had Excelsior. This is back, I think it was 2000. I think it was right before COVID like set in. We did the whole Universal thing and stuff. I mean, these are huge music parks. I was taking Excelsior. I was drinking it in the parking lot, in the garage before you go in, and speeding around that fucking park, cranked up on Excelsior. It was pretty awesome. I mean, it worked. I mean, it gave me energy because you know it's super fucking hot in Florida, and it's a lot to deal with. So that was, Excelsior was like the theme of that trip. Hopefully this will be the theme of like the parachute, cranked up on adrenaline, just fucking screaming around, adrenaline, screaming around fucking Paris, all cranked up. Anyway, I thought that was funny. By the way, I'll throw this out to you, I should tag this stuff with like Excelsior. Everyone wonders if Excelsior had illicit products. Now, I can say this. I got piss tested. I took it at work because I used to work out at our little police gym. And I got hit with a random urine test the morning. So I worked midnights. I took it 12 hours before my urine test, which was 7 a.m. I took it like that evening before. But within 24 hours, I took a random urine test for a police department and I passed. I was a nervous fucking wreck. I had 20 something years on and I'm like, watch me fail a piss test because of Excelsior, some kind of crazy amphetamine product in there. We all thought it had it. I mean, it had something in there. It probably just was more of an FDA banned product, not a like DEA banned product, right? Like one of the, we've talked. All right, finishing up. So I'm going to give this a rating of a 8. The deal with this is you're going to sweat. Is that good or bad? If you don't want to sweat, and let's say you're sitting there and you're going to be in a computer in the library at school or something or whatever, and you don't want to sweat, don't take this. It's got alpha yo in it. If you do want to sweat, like as a fat burner, like I'm thinking, hey, maybe I do. I want to lose some weight on my trip. I'm not that concerned about sweating. Then this one's all right. You're going to pick a nootropic. We see the need for it, why you want to do it. But the question with this is whether you want alpha yo in it, whether you can handle alpha yo, whether you want to handle alpha yo, whether you want to sweat, whether you want to go down that road. So anyway, give it an 8.